Dear viewers, today we are going to learn about Allport's trait theory of personality. Dear viewers, please watch the entire video. The video will be followed by MCQs based on the presentation. Let us explore Allport's trait theory. Gordon W. Allport, a pioneering figure in the study of personality psychology, proposed the trait theory of personality to explain the uniqueness of individual behavior and personality. Allport's theory focuses on identifying, describing, and measuring the enduring traits that differentiate individuals. His work emphasizes that personality is a dynamic, evolving system shaped by traits that are relatively stable over time. Allport's trait theory of personality provides a foundational framework for understanding individual differences in behavior, thought, and emotion. Key concepts of Allport's trait theory. 1. Definition of personality. Allport defined personality as the dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine characteristic behavior and thought. This definition highlights that dynamic organization, personality is not static but continuously evolving. Psychophysical systems, personality is a combination of both biological and psychological factors. Characteristic behavior and thought, personality manifests as consistent patterns in behavior and thought. 2. Traits. The core of personality. Traits are the building blocks of personality in Allport's theory. He defined traits as neuropsych structures having the capacity to render many stimuli functionally equivalent and to initiate and guide consistent forms of adaptive and expressive behavior. Characteristics of traits. They are relatively stable over time. They influence behavior in various situations. They are differentiated from temporary states like moods. 3. Types of traits. Allport categorized traits into 3 levels based on their influence on personality. 1. Cardinal traits. These are dominant traits that define an individual's entire personality. They are rare and often associated with iconic figures, example altruism in Mother Teresa, ambition in Napoleon. A cardinal trait shapes almost every aspect of a person's behavior. 2. Central traits. These are general characteristics that form the core of an individual's personality. They are commonly observed traits, example honesty, kindness, sociability. Central traits influence how a person behaves across most situations. 3. Secondary traits. These are more specific and situational traits. They influence behavior in limited circumstances, example preferences for food, clothing. Secondary traits are less consistent and less influential than central traits. 4. Functional autonomy. Allport introduced the concept of functional autonomy to explain how behaviors originally motivated by basic needs can become independent over time. Types of functional autonomy. Perseverative functional autonomy refers to repetitive behaviors or habits that persist independently of their original purpose. Example, a person continuing to collect stamps even after their initial interest fades. Appropriate functional autonomy refers to behaviors that are consistent with an individual's sense of self or values, example, pursuing art as a career due to personal passion. 5. Proprium, the self. Allport used the term proprium to describe the self or the core of personality. The proprium encompasses the aspects of personality that enable self-awareness, self-identity, and goal-directed behavior. Features of Allport's theory. Individual differences emphasizes that no two individuals have the same combination of traits. Continuity of personality highlights the consistency of traits over time. Focus on the present. Unlike Freud, Allport focuses on present traits rather than unconscious childhood conflicts. Uniqueness stresses that personality is unique and not merely a sum of universal traits. Educational implications of Allport's theory. 1. Individualized education. Recognizing that each student has a unique combination of traits enables educators to adopt individualized teaching strategies. Teachers can tailor instruction to align with students' strengths and interests. 2. Personality assessment and counseling. Trait analysis can help counselors identify students' strengths and areas for improvement. Understanding cardinal or central traits can guide career counseling and decision making. 3. Motivation and goal setting. The concept of functional autonomy suggests that intrinsic motivation can develop over time. Educators can encourage self-driven learning by helping students find personal meaning in academic tasks. 4. Emphasis on self-development. The idea of the proprium highlights the importance of fostering self-awareness and personal growth. Activities promoting self-reflection, goal-setting, and self-expression can help students develop a coherent sense of identity. 5. Respect for individual differences. Allport's emphasis on unique personality traits promotes respect for diversity in the classroom. Teachers can create inclusive environments that celebrate differences in behavior, interests, and aptitudes. Dear viewers, let us solve some important multiple choice questions from the presentation. 1. According to Allport, personality is best defined as A. A collection of unconscious motives and desires. B. A dynamic organization of psychophysical systems. C. A result of genetic inheritance. D. A product of environmental factors only. Answer B2. What are the foundational building blocks of personality in Allport's theory? A. Drives. B. Traits. C. Instincts. D. Situational factors. Answer B. 3. Which of the following traits is rare and influences nearly all aspects of an individual's behavior? A. Central traits. B. Cardinal traits. C. Secondary traits. D. Situational traits. Answer B4. Central traits in Allport's theory are A. Traits that dominate every aspect of behavior. B. General characteristics that form the core of personality. C. Specific traits observed in limited circumstances. D. Unconscious traits that affect behavior. Answer B. 5. Secondary traits are characterized as A. Rare and unique to individuals. B. Co-traits influencing most behaviors. C. Specific and situational. D. Universal traits shared by all humans. Answer C6. Allport's concept of functional autonomy explains that A. Traits are determined by genetic factors. B. Past motives can evolve into independent goals. C. Unconscious conflicts shape personality. D. Personality is fixed and unchanging. Answer B. 7. What is the core component of Allport's concept of the proprium? A. Motivation. B. The unconscious mind. C. The self or identity. D. Genetic predispositions. Answer C8. According to Allport, traits are A. Temporary states influenced by mood. B. Stable and enduring patterns of behavior. C. Entirely shaped by environmental factors. D. Consistent across all individuals. Answer B. 9. Which of the following is not a characteristic of traits according to Allport? A. They are relatively stable over time. B. They influence behavior in various situations. C. They are temporary and mood dependent. D. They guide consistent forms of adaptive behavior. Answer C10. Allport's theory emphasizes A. Universal traits shared by all humans. B. The uniqueness of individual personalities. C. The dominance of unconscious motives. D. The role of genetics in shaping behavior. Answer B. 11. Which of the following is an example of a cardinal trait? A. A person known for their honesty. B. A leader driven by ambition. C. A preference for spicy food. D. A calm demeanor in most situations. Answer B. 12. All ports focus on the uniqueness of individuals leads to A. A generalized theory of behavior. B. Universal conclusions about human nature. C. Tailored approaches to studying personality. D. Ignoring biological aspects of personality. Answer C. 13. A teacher using Allport's theory would likely focus on A. Encouraging students to resolve unconscious conflicts. B. Understanding each student's unique traits. C. Identifying universal traits among students. D. Creating a competitive classroom environment. Answer B. 14. What is the role of secondary traits in personality? A. They dominate all aspects of behavior. B. They guide behavior in limited, specific situations. C. They form the core of an individual's personality. D. They remain dormant and unexpressed. Answer B. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Education and Teacher Education.